funny.
Oh, that's basically very eloquently put. What he's saying is that this is not a utopian picture. This is not an ideal world. This is actually what we already see from on a day-to-day basis. It's just not the things that reaches the news, but what we are experiencing on a day-to-day basis is actually what is normal. What we are led to believe is what's driving the world is what's abnormal, what's in the newspapers, what's in the history books, the wars, the anomalies. Enlarge those and you get a very negative, pessimistic view of the world. But we are already in a world where we're empathetic, when we are working together, and we basically care about each other. Now, the only thing that we need to put on top of that is that we expand our view and our focal point away from our local national problems to a biosphere awareness and put that first. So that how are we going to address the biggest challenge of our time, which is the climate change?
So what he said?
So what he said is that basically this is not a utopian. This is not a utopian theory.
Okay.
This is not just an ideal world. This is actually human nature.
Okay, so what is the message?
The message is not. So the message is that this is not some kind of like. Well, we call them goat-haired socks. Goat-haired socks mean alternative green, idealistic theory that we all live happy and we're all contributing.
Yeah. What is opinion?
What's opinion is that basically this is rational. This is not far-fetched. We do not have to go through a complete transformation of mankind in order to make this work. This is part of our DNA. This is actually not so far-fetched. This is actually really doable.
Well, do you doable mean patient?
No, the transformation to the third industrial revolution. To change the society. The fact that we are going from vertically organized.
What he's thinking about future goal for our people.
He's thinking that we are actually going to address the challenges that we are facing today, like the biosphere awareness, the global warming, by introducing the third industrial revolution, by creating a platform, by going to an economy with zero marginal cost, going through a transformation where we are focusing on producing goods, by actually creating experiences, by going from a vertically organized world, by a geopolitical world, to a world that is more horizontally organized, networked, efficient, where we are focusing more less on materialism and more on enhancing.
Yeah, it looks like Westerner thinking tactical approach, not strategic way.
Oh, this is I have not seen anything as strategic as this. I don't know. So give me a better example that what is strategic.
Yeah, this is this kind IT innovation, IT revolution. How are we going to lead to huge impact on society?
It's huge. This
so
is huge.
So it means only one solution is education.
Yes. And
they need to change their value.
Absolutely.
So this is most important. He didn't say.
Well, okay, so we will get back to that. But yeah.
This is my opinion. Is we change value. So
well, he's actually just mentioned about education, about laterally, but the example of Lille was about changing the education from vertically organized to horizontally, where it's not about consuming knowledge, by sharing knowledge, and actually people actively teaching what they have learned, sharing that, and applying it to what they see around them.
What value change means? How do you think about you need more money, or you need more higher social status? You need more fame. You need to get more, some advantage compared with other people. Sort of things we need to change. We need to change the education. This is what in the morning I'm teaching. Okay, philosophy.
But I think that's actually basically what he's talking about, no?
Philosophy, and we change the value, right? So, like Confucius, 2,500 years ago, and also maybe we're going to reach into Greece and Roman, their lifestyle 2,500 years ago. How they try to motivate people even if they don't work. Sort of things we need to revive, kind of sort of things we try to change their body. This is big strategic issues we need to reconsider how to train people. But currently people, they try chasing money, chasing position, and try to get more money. This is actually okay.
So what he's claiming is that actually the newer, younger generations are doing less and less of that. That's what he's claiming.
You mean less and less?
Less and less based on status, on ownership, on money, and more and more on experiences, on recyclables, on.
Problem is, what are they chasing for?
What they are chasing for is a good life, a meaningful life, where the status is not measured against what you own or where you are.
What does it mean, meaning life?
Meaning, what is the meaning of life? I'm glad you asked me this simple question.
By the way, I want to
meaning of life. What is the meaning of life? Right? Maybe I can cheat a little bit. How can and redress it to? How can I find more meaning in life? What is the meaning of life? Can you help me? The meaning of life.
In the Greek era, ancient Greek era, Socrates, he said, if you had a bad wife, you will be a philosopher.
You have to make sense of it all. Oh. Right.
Currently, Windows will be a
philosopher. Right. That drives him to philosophize. So.
Today, Windows is very energized.
Right.
He has a short sleep.
So, like a power nap. Power nap. Did you already go back to Malaysia, or is it not going to happen?
Tomorrow. Tomorrow night I will go to Malaysia.
Hold on.
And next Saturday I will be done.
Okay.
Very
short stay.
Next Saturday I couldn't join the Windows school. Are you okay?
Of course he's not okay. This is all so bad.
Easy consume to eat. That is not good for your health.
So your question is, what is the meaning of life?
Meaning of life.
Well, okay. So I think the meaning of life, when you look at it not from an individual perspective, but for a society as a whole, I think that this very much comes back to what we discussed before. Meaning of life is having freedom, happiness. But how do you get freedom? How do you get happiness? You get freedom by not having to answer to anybody else. That means not having to rely, having money, having status, being part of the top of the pyramid, having money and means to actually set yourself aside from others in your society. So ownership, to have money, to display money, that is that defines happiness. And I believe that the new way, the way that we are moving society into new generations, it's much less focused on ownership and on having a position in the pyramid, at the top of the pyramid. There's a change away from money-based conscious to more experience-based conscious. The position in the pyramid, on top of the pyramid, is a part of member of networks.
So what is this?
That is my answer to your question. What is the meaning of life?
No, my question, what does that mean?
What does that mean?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
はい、皆さんこんにちは、雲野です。今日はですね、雲野塾の研修のプログラムをご紹介したいと思います。で、こういうふうなホームページありますけれども、ぜひですね、一度中身をご覧になっていただきたいと思います。今日は VCube さんのスタジオに来て、この収録をしておりますので、中身はこういうふうになってて、今最近ホットなね、グローバルリーダーの定義など書いてあります。で、特に経団連が作成しました留学すれば英語ができて専門性を持つというだけではですね、グローバルリーダーになれないとここに書いてありますようにですね、仕事ができる、専門性を持つ、英語ができるだけじゃなくてですね、私どもの塾ではリベラルアースということと、それからもう一つは孫子の兵法、さらにはですね、日本の歴史というものを合わせて教えることによって皆さんが海外の欧米の方々と、もしくは華僑圏の方々と正々堂々と渡り合えるような人物を育成しようというふうなことを考えております。ここに次のスライドが出ておりますけれども、ここに書いてありますのはですね、さらに、私どもの雲野塾の中身につきましてはですね、欧米の資料しか使っておりません。また実際に雲野塾は英語でやっておりますので、英語の講師がこう話しておりますけど、学習はですね、日本の歴史をまだ教えてますので、学習の午後はですね、日本のプログラムをしております。で、以前はこれ有料だったので、今はですね、実際に会場費も取っていただいておりませんで、毎回5000円ということで、朝9時から午後5時までやっておりますので、ぜひ皆さんですね、ご検討の上ご参加いただければと。英語のできない方もですね、学習の午後こういうふうな研修をしておりますので、ぜひご参加いただければというふうに思っておりますので、よろしくお願いします。で、ここにさらにですね、グループ討議とか実務の勘どころを教えると書いてありますけど、実際には私が10年ほどですね、欧米の新聞とか雑誌等をですね、集めてきた、もともと英語のベースでございますので、そうしたものをですね、50セッションのテーマに分けて資料作成しております。そういうことで、世界のオペレーション、もしくはカントリーリスクも含めてですね、しかも世界のトップの方々に対してもいろいろな分析とか洞察をしてですね、議論をしております。そういったことも含めてですね、今後ともよろしくお願いしたいと思います。以上で私の挨拶を終えますが、今回のこのビデオの収録にあたってはですね、VCube さんのスタジオをお借りしてですね、お時間を頂戴して、このビデオを作成させていただきました。よろしくお願いします。どうもありがとうございました。